Hello everyone, thank you for joining me today. My name is Brian McCormick and you're watching MTG Rocks. Today we've got Rakdos Spectacle. This deck is a Lord of the Ground aggro based deck. It uses cards like Gutterbones and Footlight Fiend, as well as Dreadhorde Butcher, Fireblade Artist, to deal a lot of quick damage to our opponent. When our creatures are outscaled, we'll get them deal direct damage to our opponent with Judith, so whenever they die, you deal 1 damage to any target. In addition to that, Butcher deals direct damage when it dies already. Fireblade Artist can sacrifice our creatures to deal direct damage. And Footlight Fiend already deals the damage on its own. We've also got Spawn of Mayhem in the mid game that can deal some nice damage in the air. We've got some card advantage cards with Theater of Horrors, which can exile the top card of your library, and you can play that if an opponent lost life each turn. It can also deal direct damage for 4 mana. Carnage can make our opponent discard cards and deal damage. We've got some creature removal with Angrath, Rampage, Heartfire, and Cast Down. Heartfire has nice synergy with our creatures because we can sacrifice them to deal 4 damage. So if you want to imagine sacrificing a Dreadhorde Butcher that has 3 or 4 counters on it, we can kill 2 of their creatures essentially with it, or deal some damage to their life total to win the game. So that is our deck. We're going to be playing it in best of 1 format on Magic Arena, and we will see how it does. I think this deck can be pretty competitive against control because it's low to the ground and we can deal a lot of damage when our things die. Additionally, against mono red, we can also have the advantage if we're able to play our little threats quicker than they are, and then when they trade off, we get to deal extra damage to our opponent. So we get more damage than they do, whereas their creatures, when they die, nothing happens. Alright, so we'll keep this a little bit of a slower hand here with Angrath Rampage. We might just play this naturally for 2 mana rather than get the Spectacle. Yeah, I think I will. We have Theater of Horrors for card advantage later in the game, so we don't need to wait for this to get value. Alright, that's fine. Okay, so let's see, what do we want to discard here? I'm gonna discard probably Theater of Horrors. It looks like we're against mono red. I don't think I need that card as much against them. Ooh, they're stuck on 1 mana. Alright, so what do I want to do? I want to play Judith into shock mana? Probably not. I'm just going to play Gutterbones. And then next turn we can play Spawn of Mayhem on Spectacle. They should have a hard time killing that. Alright, so he kills our Gutterbones. Alright, so in that case, we'll go ahead and play our Judith. We could hard cast Spawn of Mayhem as well. Alright, so we'll make our opponent sacrifice a creature. Then we'll attack with the Judith. Now we can pay the reduced spectacle cost for Spawn of Mayhem. I could have played Spawn last turn, but then this turn, it's fine. I mean, I don't think it makes a huge difference either way. We did get to play Judith and then kill his creature. So, and we got to attack with Judith as well. Alright, so we'll keep making him sacrifice creatures. I feel like this game is still heavily favored with us versus mono red. You're pretty much playing on easy mode here. And let's see, we need 2 mana to return it. So next turn we can pump Hackrobat. Doesn't really matter what our opponent does here. We've got a Spawn of Mayhem out with Judith and Hackrobat, and he can only kill these one at a time. And when he does, we get to deal damage. He's already at 10. We've got a Gutterbones. Alright. Alright, that's fine. We'll put him to 9. And then we'll win this turn. Give Hackrobat +2. And attack for 8. So as you can see, this deck is pretty quick. And did we get a mana every turn? That might have been turn 6. But even with our opponent having some removal, we were able to kill them quite easily. And they're just not able to keep up with the damage that our creatures deal. You know, we're able to Angrath Rampage, get rid of each of his creatures, and then keep attacking with ours. And Angrath Rampage doesn't care about their size, so... Which means we have an advantage versus mono green compared to what red would be. Alright, unfortunately we're not first here, but we do have Gutterbones. 3 Scourge Divas is a little bit ridiculous, but... Okay.
Gideon Jura, at your service. Your life will cleave the darkness.
We'll decline. Alright. Now that worked. Sacrifice your planeswalker, sir. Another mana for Judith would be nice, or for Spawn of Mayhem. Not quite what we wanted. Alright, we really need that 3rd mana. We do have Cast Down if he plays anything reasonably big. Ooh, Johnny, okay. We can return a creature with mana cost 2 or less. He doesn't have any.
You are capable of more than you assume.
Do I want to kill that? I think I'll just attack him at this point. Because I'm just going to kill his creatures with Cast Down. Yeah, we'll discard a Judith. He'll be able to use that, but it's kind of slow. So basically, why attack a Johnny? We can just kill his creature with Cast Down.
See in yourself what
I guess we do want to keep it from ultimating at some point. That's about it. Alright, so next turn he'll probably Blast Zone for 1. So I'll just get a Fiend out here. I can deal an extra damage when that dies. And I'll end the turn like this. That way I can play Gutterbones next turn if I need to. Okay, so he doesn't deploy Blackstone, he's got a Seraph.
I will lend you my strength.
Fireblade Artist isn't bad. Alright. I guess we'll just cast down the Seraph. You'll get a 2/1/1s. And then let's see. I guess we'll have the Fiend attack Ajani and the Gutterbones attack him. Since Fiend dies, it'll deal 1 to Ajani to keep him off the ultimate. Really, I'm surprised we haven't drawn a land yet. We even got an extra draw with the Rix Maadi Reveler.
Be strong.
So we could put him to 3. Then we have... Ooh, alright. There we go. Perfect. Alright, so if I play Judith, he'll kill everything in response. Not what we want to happen. So instead, I'm just going to have the Gutterbones at him again. Have the Footlight Fiend and attack Ajani. Okay. So we'll have the Fiend damage redirected to Ajani.
Cease this.
Then what do I want to play? Guess I'll play Judith. Alright, well, you can't use the pay 4 at this point.
Look how far you have come.
Ooh, Footlight Fiend. Okay. Alright, so I'll play Fireblade Artist, since that has haste. Alright, and then I'll have both attack him. And this should win us the game if we don't know the card in his hand. Right, no, well, it's only actually 2 damage, so 3. We'll be 1 away, so... from double blocking. Okay, so let's see. Do we want a Carnival yet? Probably not. Alright, so let's see. We'll deal 2 to him. So his at the beginning of your upkeep, at the beginning of your end step, create 3/1/1 cat creature tokens. Okay. So we've got 1 damage with Carnival. If we draw a land, we've got 3 to make it lethal. So we can deal 1 damage to put that another turn aside. I think, yeah, I'm just gonna play this and hope we draw a land to win the game.
I have summoned reinforcements.
This is close. We've been mana screwed pretty far. So come on, land. Any mana. Anything but the Guildgate. Alright, amazing. Well, that was a close one again. But that was a pretty good comeback, I think, for the amount of mana screw we had that game. A lot of choices we could have made differently in that game that would have led to a different outcome. Alright, we'll keep and hope we get some more land here for our Spawn of Mayhems. Mono red, so we can have a good matchup here. We get the mana. Alright, that's good. So we could pay 2 and play Spawn. Or we could play Judith. Do we want to play Spawn this turn or Judith? I think Spawn is better right now. We'll pay 2 to get the Spawn out. Remember, we're still ahead on life total here, and Spawn of Mayhem takes 2 cards for him to kill. Wow, going straight for the face. Well, we'll trade. We've got more where that came from. Alright, so we'll attack for 2. Play our Spawn. I'm fine doing 2 for 1 with the Mayhem. We're getting value still. Alright, so I think Judith is best here. We'll get more damage with our Fireblade Artist. play on game life. That's a good blocker.
I adore an audience.
Alright, so I'm gonna block. Deal 1 damage to this dude. Alright, so we've got 5 mana available. Means we can play Hackrobat for 2. We could play this for 4 and discard our hand. We could play Theater of Horrors and Hackrobat. That's probably the play line. Well, I think we want to kill the Bolt because those blockers are annoying. So we'll make it so it can't do its thing anymore.
Give me all you've got.
Now, do we want to play Hackrobat or Theater of Horrors? I think Hackrobat. And although we could play this later for more value, I guess I'll play it now. Don't want to sacrifice anything in the moment. Alright. So we will attack him 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We can attack him for 10. We're at 7. I think I'm just going to attack him with everything and make him have 2 burn in his hand to win. Alright. He could shock it in response, but at my life total, I think I'm fine with that. Alright, so we've got him down to 3 life, and we're at 7. We can sacrifice 2 creatures during our turn to kill him. So he has to win this turn to win the game. Guess he knows he's losing, so he's just trying to think out his play. Really, he has to kill both my he has to kill Hackrobat because that's 4 damage on its own. And then he has to kill one of these, so he needs 2 removal spells with 3 mana. So he could shock and then lightning strike Hackrobat and live. Or I guess he's just gonna lose by stalling. You know, I'm still here. Okay. Yes. Alright, so there we go. We won the game. So as you can see versus mono red, you still have to play tight, But it's still a fairly favorable matchup for us. We beat him twice so far, I believe, in this recording. Alright, so Footlight Fiend, and then we've got Hackrobat next turn. Playing against mono red again. This hand, we've got a little bit high amount of mana, so not ideal. Hopefully we get some spells soon. What we wanted to see. I'm gonna use this as a chump blocker for Firebrand. That way I can Angrath Rampage, something like a Chain Whirler. Next turn I'm gonna Carnage him. Sweet, he can't use the Chandra unless... Oh, he got the land drop. Never mind. Sure do wish he attacked. Alright. Alright, well, we're in a difficult spot here if he's got a land in his hand or on the top of his library. If he doesn't have a land, then we can come back, but a Chandra resolved. It's kind of hard. We do have Angrath Rampage to kill it, but... Okay, so he didn't get the land, so Chandra will disappear. He's gotta attack here at some point. Alright, so we'll kill the Pyromancer. Alright. Cast down the Lava Runner. Do I want to cast down the Firebrand? I think I do. I mean, if we're both top decking, I've got Angrath Rampage, so I've got removal for whatever he plays. But I don't want to start taking 1 damage a turn. That adds up. Fortunately, that has haste. Alright, well, we're getting a little bit flooded. We've got 3 more lands than our opponent here. In a mirror match, that's a lot. Deer Fence. We're down to 3. Theater of Horrors is good. Alright, so... do I need to play this? I guess I'll play Theater of Horrors first. See what I get with it. Or actually, no, it's at the beginning of my upkeep. Alright, so I'll attack with both. Make him sacrifice a creature. So I could keep a blocker back, but I feel like I'm just gonna lose anyways if I don't apply pressure. No, so we flooded out. Alright, this is good. We've got 2 Gutterbones and a Dreadhorde Butcher. That's what I want to see in my opening hand. Dreadhorde on turn 2 is good, especially when we're on the play. I don't know if anyone else here remembers it, but Swift Firewalker is a similar card, except it doesn't deal damage when it dies. It's an old school card, but it's one of my favorites. I'm fine if he wants to trade his Pellet Collector for a Dreadhorde Butcher. Yeah. We've got another one. Alright, still fine if he trades. We're saving our removal for real threats, not these little 2/2s and 3/3s, or 3/2s. Yeah, like Growl Spellbreaker, that's a real threat. So, I don't use Rampage because I'd prefer to use this on, it can hit Planeswalkers and other things. And legendary creatures, so I'm just going to use Cast Down. Yeah, so this is why we stayed Angrath Rampage, so we could hit things like Nullhide Ferox. Alright, so he has a second one. Alright, so we'll make it difficult for him to attack with the Ferox. He's at 9 life. We need some more Angrath Rampage. Ooh, that's good. So it doesn't have trample. So next turn I can play Fiend, use Heartfire, sacrifice Fiend to kill God Eternal Ronus. I guess I'll just chomp. Pellet Collector gets bigger. I guess I'll wait till his turn to use Heartfire. Forgot that God Eternal Ronus gives his creatures vigilance, so. Okay.
Duels are for personals. Let's just fight. Oh, let the blighters feel the ground tremble.
So we've got 2, 3, 4, 5 damage next turn. Alright, so first we'll go to blockers. I guess we can trade with the Pelt Collector. I don't know, do we care about it? I'm at 18 life. Probably not. Do I want to kill the Ferox or the Ronith? I guess the... I'll do this. Use Heartfire. Actually, I'll do it on him. Forgot I could do it to players as well. And we'll sacrifice Fiend. Deal 1 more to him. I always think Heartfire goes to creatures only. Alright. Then we'll play Fireblade Artist and attack him for game. Okay, there we go. Alright, so as you can see, this deck is pretty good at finishing the game, although its big creatures get outclassed. We're able to deal direct damage with Fireblade Artist, Butchers, Fiends, Heartfires, Theater of Horrors, as well as Carnage, side of Carnival and Carnage. So I think it's a pretty solid deck. I think, what did we do? We did 5 games and went 4-1. Just losing to the mono red deck when we got a little flooded out. So I think you'll be pretty pleased with this deck. It doesn't take a whole lot of new rares to play. I don't think... let's see, is this pre-War of the Spark? I think we've just got 2 Heartfires, and that is it for War of the Spark. So it doesn't take many new cards to build this deck. If you've got a lot of these cards already, try it out. I think you might be impressed with how it ends up doing. Most people are not expecting this build. I've seen a lot of Mardu Spectacle with Celebrant, but not a lot of Rakdos. So if you enjoyed this video, please leave us a comment, like, and subscribe. If you'd like us to playtest anything, please leave a comment and let us know what you'd like us to playtest. Thanks for watching.